Hello students, today's class we are going to talk about concept of consignment. This is second unit, third chapter consignment students. This class is going to be very short, very simple because we are going to discuss basic terminologies today. Okay. See students, we know that every businessman he tries his level best to expand his business. Okay. So to achieve his target, he will try to spread his business by opening various branches and he will try to sell his goods through the branches which he has opened, right? Now understand what do we mean by word consignment. Few things which I have written on board, let's pay attention and I want you to copy down this, okay? See, what do we mean by word consignment? The process of sending of goods by one person to another person for sale. When one person is sending goods to another person, but here transfer of ownership is not taking place. He is sending goods to sell those goods on behalf of him. That process is known as consignment. Okay. In consignment, there will be two parties, which one is consignor and another is consignee. Now what do we mean by word consignor? The person who sends goods, okay, the person who is sending goods is known as consignor. Okay, we can say that consignor is a principal. Okay, what I am saying, consignor is a principal. Then who is a consignee? The person to whom goods are sent, or we can say that consignee is an agent who is going to sell the goods on commission basis on behalf of the consignor is known as consignee. So basically what is the role of consignor? Consignor is just going to send the goods. What is the role of consignee? Consignee will sell the goods on behalf of consignor. For that he will be getting commission, right? Now when it comes on commission, what do we mean by commission? Commission is the amount payable to the consignee for selling the goods. See, definitely he will not work at free of cost, right? He should get some amount in return. So whatever amount he is going to get or whatever remuneration he is going to get for the activity which he is doing is known as commission, right? See, commission is of three types. One is ordinary commission, second one is decreed commission and third one is overriding commission. See, as I told you in consignment, okay, consignor is sending the goods and what consignee is doing? Consignee is just selling the goods on behalf of consignor. So basically consignee is an agent, okay. So it doesn't mean that consignor is sending the goods. It doesn't mean consignor will shift all his responsibilities or all his risk to the consignee. He is just asking consignee to sell goods in the market, okay, and whatever sales he is going to make on that sales, he is going to get a commission, okay, that is a deal. So whatever sales consignee is making, on that he will receive one fixed rate of commission, okay, depending upon the sale. If he is going to sell more goods, he will be getting more commission. If he is going to sell less, he will get less commission. So basically the amount which consignee is going to receive, that is known as ordinary commission, basic commission which he is going to make. Under ordinary commission, the risk of the business will remain with consignor, okay. If consignee is unable to sell any product or if any good is getting affected or if it is getting misplaced or if any bad debts are occurring, who will be responsible for it? Consignor will be responsible for it, okay. Consignee will act just as an agent. Now what do we mean by decreed commission? Decreed commission, it is a commission, it is an extra commission which is getting paid by consignor to consignee for taking the responsibility or taking the risk of the business. What does it mean? Suppose consignee is making a credit sales, okay. Credit sale means what? Consignor is selling the goods to his customers and customers are not paying him immediately. That is known as a credit sales. So if consignee is making credit sales and later if it is found that customers are not in a state to pay the amount for the which they are supposed to pay. Okay, so that debt will turn into bad, so that is known as the bad debt. Okay, so in that case, who will be responsible? Basically consignor will be responsible for it, because consignee is just acting as an agent, right? But if consignee is getting decreed commission, if consignee is getting decreed commission, means if suppose bad debts are occurring, okay, if bad debts are occurring, then that will be the responsibility of consignee, not the consignor. Are you understanding? वो responsibility किसकी होगी? consignee की होगी, consignor की नहीं होगी. For that risk purpose, apart from ordinary commission, what extra commission consignee is getting, that is known as decreed commission. So basically decreed commission is getting paid to take the risk of bad debts. Okay, that is known as a decreed commission, extra commission apart from ordinary commission. Okay, third one is a overriding commission. Okay, overriding commission means what? See here, this commission will get paid to encourage the consignee to sell more. Okay, as I told you, basically whenever consignee is going to make a sale, he is going to get fixed rate of commission on the sale which he is going to make. Okay, that is an ordinary commission. See, obviously to encourage consignee more, okay, consignor is going to set one target. Okay, consignor might say that if you are going to achieve this target, okay, apart from XYZ amount, whatever sales you are going to make above that, you will get some additional amount. Okay, apart from your ordinary commission, after achieving some targets, you will get some more return, or you will get some more percentage of commission. That is known as a overriding commission. Okay, so have you understood the concept of ordinary commission, decreed commission and overriding commission? Okay, now let's proceed towards the concept of account sales. Okay, now see, basically account sale is a statement which will be prepared by the consignee, and it will get shared from consignee to consignor. Understand, students? Account sale, it is a statement which consignee sends to the consignor periodically. See, what does it mean? Consignor is sending goods to consignee. For what purpose? To sell those goods to the final consumer. Okay, so definitely when goods are lying with the consignee has to keep updated about the goods and sales to the consignor, right? So see, basically this statement contains what? Okay, account statement contains sales effected, means how much sales took place, okay, during certain period. You can say that per month, per week or per year, whatever it is. Okay, sales affected, actual sales which took place. Okay, see, to make that sale, how much amount consignee spent, that is expenses incurred by consignee. We are not considering consignor's expenses over here. We are talking about consignee's expenses. Then commission charged, how much commission consignee is liable to receive, that also we are going to mention. Advance given, who is giving advance? Here consignor is not giving any advance, consignee is giving advance to the consignor, and the balance left. Okay, see, basically account sales is a statement by which consignor will come to know that whether we are making a profit or we are suffering from loss. Now let's have a look on the specimen of account sales. See, specimen of account sales, first we are going to consider gross sales proceeds. Okay, it means the amount which we are receiving, which consignee is receiving after selling goods to final consumer. Then we are deducting consignee's expenses. Here we are not considering consignor's expenses in account sales. Understand it. Less consignee's expenses. Then less advance. Advance means what? The amount which has been given to consignor by consignee, that is an advance. That also we are going to subtract. Then we will get balance sent by draft. Matlab this much amount, whatever amount will get left over, that amount consignor is liable to receive. Okay, from whom? Consignee. Okay, that is balance sent by draft. So these are the basic concepts of consignment. Tomorrow we will learn what is a pro forma invoice, or we will listen about how to prepare consignment in the books of consignor and consignees. Okay, then we will learn the difference between consignment and sale. All these concepts we will discuss in tomorrow's class. If you are having any doubts, please do ask in comment section. Have a good day. Bye bye.